could take a drastic turn. The start to this game will be key, Peter. You have to fight your way out of the corner to put your opponent on the back foot. Failing that, I think we all know what's going to happen.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Howson gets over and intercepts. Haaland. Well timed, excellent interception. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. And that's put paid to a promising move. O'Reilly, Gehi forwards and with intent. Rudiger. Not the most accurate pass. Gehi, Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Kusanov, Rodri, Semenyo, Bernardo Silva, Semenyo, Haaland chips it through, he's cut it out, Tchouaméni, Valverde, Alexander-Arnold, Rudiger, that's really well manoeuvred. Gehi, Ruben Dias, Kusanov, Ruben Dias, Haaland chasing after it. Oh, red, nice interception. Vinicius Junior, Rudiger, Tchouaméni. Aim forwards. Goulart played out towards the right wing. And here's having a shot! An early chance there, first of the game.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Kusanov. And it's Diaz. Goulart have it back and can go again. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Valverde with the cross. Ruben Dias getting this one clear. Gehi. Ruben Dias, gently done. Goulart. Vinicius Junior. Mendy looking to run onto it. That's not the cross he had in mind. Savinho. Kusanov. Ruben Dias. Goulart producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz. Tchouaméni do have a chance to counter here. And it's Valverde. And here's Brahim Diaz. Mendy. Great ball if he can get there. Gehi with the clearance. chance. Ruben Dias attempts a clearance. Valverde. And there's the shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Camavinga. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Vinicius Junior! Arda Güler. And here's Vinicius, chance for a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Played out to the right. Alexander-Arnold. Now then, the ball's come loose. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Good play on the left-hand side here. Chouameni shifted upfield. Now, what about a counter-attack? Güler done delicately. Vinicius Junior! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ruben Dias getting this one clear. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Semenyo. Out to the left it goes. O'Reilly. Rudiger is there, and he can get that clear. And a play for a throw. And it's O'Reilly. Doku. Oh, that's neat. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's really well cleared. It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. Played back to the goalkeeper. Valverde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ruben Dias.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Haaland. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Haaland.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Moved on forwards. Played towards the other side. And it's played forward. Great chance! Oh, it's come loose. O'Reilly with the clearance. Tries a shot! Bernardo Silva. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Ruben Diaz. Oh, good spread. Valverde. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Diaz. Vinicius Junior! Oh, he's really drilled it. Tried it! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Tchouaméni clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on.
Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger. Howson. Tchouaméni. Rudiger, forwards and with intent. Alexander-Arnold. Guéhi. Ruben Diaz. Rodri. That's really well manoeuvred. Camavinga did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Out to the right. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Valverde. And here's there's the shot! In he goes again! That has been knocked clear.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Showing good feet. He can get that clear. And it's Arda Güler.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz. Nicely aimed pass. Valverde, and it's lofted through here. Alexander-Arnold, gently done. He's in space and looking... Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. It makes life so much harder for that defence.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rodri, Howson, shifted upfield. Chance here to counter. Lobbed in behind. Gets it away. Could be danger here.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Tchouaméni. Aim forwards. O'Reilly makes the interception. Brahim Diaz. Arda Güler. Doku. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Out towards the flank. Cross. Alexander-Arnold attempts a clearance. And that was very necessary. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Chouameni, Camavinga, Chouameni, and it's Arda Güler. Güler, oh, good spread. And here's Valverde, back into the middle. And here's Güler. Camavinga, spread out to the left. Ruben Diaz with the clearance. Güler, Brahim Diaz, oh, cracking ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Brahim Diaz. It's a nicely shaped ball. Well, they can break here. Moved on forwards. The pass is intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. O'Reilly. And he cuts out the supply. And now the breakaway. Valverde forwards and with intent. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Gehi, gently done. Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly. Semenyo, over to the left. Doku. O'Reilly. And he's found a way past. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gehi. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Valverde. Valverde crosses. Tries to get it clear. Deftly away. Doku. And they can counter here. Doku stood his ground strongly. Chouameni. And it's Diaz. Valverde head out towards the right wing. He is just caressing the ball. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Brilliantly cut out. And they've got rid. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Vinicius! Vinicius Junior! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Vinicius Junior, oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
It's come to nothing. Howson shifted upfield. Valverde. Shot, surely! Brahim Diaz. And again! Yes! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Gehi. Bernardo Silva. Gehi, aim forwards. No way through there. Goulet. Camavinga. Valverde. Now this could be a chance. Steaming on goalwards. O'Reilly. Gehi. O'Reilly. Gehi. Oh, good-looking ball. Semenyo. And here's the chance to counter. Nice physical challenge. Now who's going to be first to this? That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Chouameni. Courtois. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And claimed it back swiftly. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Camavinga. Mendy plays it in. And here's Brahim Diaz. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Semenyo. And it's Arda Güler. Oh, he's found him. Vinicius Junior! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Yeah, but that's the threat posed by teams that have those kind of players who are willing to make those types of runs.
Here's some chance to shoot! Danger averted for now. Goulet. Semenyo. Great ball if he can get there. It's a loose ball. Bernardo Silva. Savinho's cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Seat of his pants. They've played it short. Can he deliver? Safi, can he finish? And the ball's come loose here. O'Reilly's cross. So who's he picking out?
Doku really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rudiger forwards and with intent. It's a good run down the right. That's tidy. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Haaland. Can he spark a counter here? Kusenov. And that is out of play. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rodri. Ruben Dias. Moved on forwards. That's over here. Goulet. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Real chance! They've scored! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Semenyo spread out to the left. Semenyo, great defending, strong and determined. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Lovely bit of skill. And here's Brahim Diaz. And he's heaved it away. And here's Valverde. Valverde! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Alex, a mighty effort! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Oh, that's well seen too. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz. Played out to the left flank. And he won't reach that. Bernardo Silva. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Rudiger, and the keeper's got it again. Camavinga. Howson, gently done. That's really well manoeuvred. Camavinga. And that's been won straight back. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Brahim Diaz. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment.
Valverde! Denied by an instinctive save.
Valverde really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And here's Doku. And here's Haaland. Güler. That is a great pick out. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Defending was strong and firm. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, such a clever touch. Doku. O'Reilly.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Can he latch on to this? Rodri gets it away.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And it's played forward. O'Reilly. Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz shifted upfield. Rodri. Savinho. Vinicius Junior does really well to win the ball there. Valverde. Camavinga. Howson chooses to go cross-field. Semenyo. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Rudiger. Aim forwards. Haaland. Now it's Savinho. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Doku. And it's Diaz. Vinicius Junior. Header! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Doku. Camavinga. Howson, gently done. Haaland succumbs to the pressure. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Haaland. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri. O'Reilly. Ruben Diaz. Kusenov. Savinho. And that's a throw. Savinho. He's managed to get himself offside. Ruben Diaz. Interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's played forward. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Out to the left it goes. And it's O'Reilly. O'Reilly going full steam ahead down the left flank. O'Reilly's cross. Tries to get it clear. Vinicius Junior. Kusenov.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Savinho. And here's Semenyo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and reclaimed it in a trice. Chouameni moved on forwards. There will be a throw-in. Howson. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Alexander-Arnold. Goulet. And here's Volk, shapes to shoot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Valverde is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And here's Haaland. Lovely, now then. Proves too strong. Howson. Camavinga. And he goes cross-field. And he has been fouled there. Now it's Doku. O'Reilly. That is lovely. A chance to play it in. Doku. Nice control. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Now it's Valverde. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Valverde. And here's Brahim Diaz. Decent chance. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Bernardo Silva. Rodri forwards and with intent. Camavinga. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Güler. Kusanov clears it away. Want to throw in. Camavinga. And here's Vinicius Junior. Plenty waiting in the middle. In by Vinicius Junior. And the keeper has it. And they've got a throw. Oh, sweet feet. Vinicius Junior! Oh, bang on target. Now it's Doku. Semenyo. Savinho looking to penetrate opposition lines. And that has been cleared. Vinicius Junior does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Howson played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Arda Güler. Tries a measured ball. Nice interception, well timed. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's really well manoeuvred. Semenyo. Now it's Haaland.
Rudiger. Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Brahim Diaz. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Bernardo Silva. Gehi. Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly. Doku. O'Reilly. O'Reilly, gently done. It's run loose here. Doku. Looking for a decent ball in. Rudiger defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Valverde. And here's Valverde. And it's Arda Güler. Semenyo. Brahim Diaz. Valverde. Played out to the right. Ruben Diaz gets it away. Crossed in again. That has been knocked clear. Doku. Moved on forwards. Rudiger cuts it out. And back to the goalkeeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Mendy. Camavinga. Muscular approach does pay off here. Savinho producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Valverde. Brahim Diaz. Haaland is onto it in a flash. Camavinga calmly anticipates. Ruben Diaz shifted upfield. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva played out towards the right wing. Savinho. And here's Savinho. Oh, they could be caught out here. Takes a shot!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Güler. Savinho wins the duel this time. Kusanov. Savinho. Semenyo. And that's been repelled. Valverde. Could move up a gear here. Chouameni. And it's Arda Güler. Mendy. And here's Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz. Doku. Semenyo. Haaland. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, perfectly measured that. Vinicius Junior! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Semenyo. Doku. Vinicius Junior. Rudiger clears it away. Looking to break at pace. Chouameni. Howson. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. It's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Brahim Diaz. Gehi getting this one clear. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Hull and the shot! Cleared without complication. That has been cut short. Vardiol. Vardiol gets across to intercept that. Bernardo Silva. And it's played forward. Chouameni forwards and within. Brahim Diaz! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Brahim Diaz really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Kusanov. Aim forwards. And it's hoisted clear. Howson. And it's played forward. They get a throw in. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Ruben Diaz. Gehi. Ruben Diaz looks to the other side. Chouameni, gently done. Camavinga knocks it out wide. Ball swung in. Defending of the desperate variety. Bernardo Silva. That's really well manoeuvred. Camavinga. And here's Brahim Diaz. Over to the left. Lovely feet. Tries a deft little ball. And that's a goal kick. But there's going to be another change here. Mendy cuts out the pass. Camavinga, Bellingham, decent chance! Relentless, just relentless. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Ruben Dias.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Semenyo. And here's Marmouche. Now it's Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. And here's Doku. Very nicely done. Oh, shooting chance! And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Rudiger, and he goes cross-field. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Thinks one through, shoots! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. That's a nicely weighted pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Alexander-Arnold. Howson. Mendy. Tchouaméni moved on forwards. Bernardo Silva. 5 minutes left on the clock. Tchouaméni. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Belling this time, surely! Can he stop it going out? Mendy elects to cross. And the finish! And he should have made it 4. Rodri. It's a pretty loose pass. The changes then in quick succession. And it's Bellingham. Played out wide. Camavinga. The keeper has done enough. Top stop. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tchouaméni. Lewis. Rodri. Referee's given a throw. Camavinga. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Howson. Chouameni caresses it through. He's just misjudged that one. Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni. Howson. Howson forwards and with intent. Chouameni shifted upfield. Now that's well seen too. And the counter is on. That has been cut short. Bellingham played out to the left flank. And he thumps it clear. Clipped into space. And we're not going to make any further progress now. That'll be a throw-in. That's good play. Time to deliver. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Foden. Lewis. That's very neat. Vinicius Junior. Mendy. Howson. Ball is over the line. Marmouche. Nicely shaped cross. Bellingham. Valverde. Well timed, excellent interception. Lewis. Cherki. That's it! They are out! Beaten in the first leg, beaten again in the second. There is little room for argument. They were second best. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, losing is never a nice experience, especially in knockout football, and it's all about learning from your mistakes and growing as a team, so this can act as a good learning curve for them. In defeat, there are still positive